Filipino esports has come a long way. From hosting small events in cafes which paid out minuscule amounts of money, to hosting multi-million-dollar tournaments in arenas full of roaring crowds, this scene has witnessed constant growth. Several Filipino esport athletes have come out from the shadows and have become a household name after playing in some of the biggest stages that the esports world has to offer. And as a result, they won boatloads of money and they've become an inspiration for all of us. Here's the top 10 Filipino athletes who have earned the highest amounts of money. Here's a disclaimer though, we are only considering the prize money that these players have won. Surely there's salaries and sponsorships to be considered too, but since most of that data is confidential and can't be relied upon, we will only be basing this list on the basis of the prize money that these players have won from esportsearnings.com. Smithy. The only non-Dota 2 player in this list is a professional League of Legends player who's currently playing for Team Liquid in the North American LCS.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Smithy was born and raised in the Philippines for 16 years before his family moved to USA. He was initially a Warcraft 3 Dota player, however he quit the game and moved on to League of Legends in 2011. He started playing competitively in 2012 with MTW America and would go on to play for a number of teams, including Counterlogic Gaming, Immortals, and finally Team Liquid in the following years. He has earned over $282,000 over the course of his 9-year career. Gaby. The star player of TNC Predator has become an integral part of the TNC machinery over the course of the last year. Gaby started playing Warcraft 3 Dota when he was just 7 years old. When he realized that Pro Dota was his dream career, he dropped out of his college degree and started playing professionally for Action Arena. He became a household name with Execration, where he pulled off one of the best puck performances we have ever seen.
No! Gabby's styling over the ball! He gets himself a double kill and he lives through it all! Can they actually kill the puck? They'll get the flame break back, but Gabby blinks down, jumps back in! Gabby!
And would then play for Clutch Gamers and Team Admiral before finally making a move to TNC Predator. He has earned a total of $326,000 so far in his short career. Armel is arguably one of the most skilled Filipino players out there. He was handpicked by TNC Predator in 2018 and since then he's become their de facto mid player. Before that, Armel was playing for other top tier Filipino teams including Clutch Gamers, Team Admiral and Action Arena, a career trajectory remarkably similar to Gabby's. It's perhaps this long-standing partnership that's led to the pair becoming one of Southeast Asia's most fearsome 1-2 duos. Armel has earned over $365,000 over the course of his career. The only player in the world who's had the distinction of reaching 10,000 MMR twice. Abed is considered to be the best Filipino player in the world. He's one of the only Filipino players to have played competitively in the North American region with Digital Chaos. And also, he's one of the youngest players to have ever competed at the International, making his first appearance at the age of 15. And he has competed in every single iteration of TI ever since then. He's on the cusp of yet another major career shift, and rumors are that he will be moving to the North American region once again to play for Evil Geniuses. He's won $366,000 from 31 tournaments held across the world. Perhaps the most underrated player in this list, AU has been a permanent fixture on most of the championship-winning Filipino rosters over the years. He's a brilliant Dota 2 professional who's not only well versed in playing the game, but also is a brilliant coach or an analyst. He's played in various teams across various countries in Southeast Asia, including India, Malaysia, and of course, the Philippines. He's won over $397,000 throughout his career, the majority of which comes from his time with TNC Predator. A permanent fixture of TNC Predator for 4 years, he has played more than 730 games with the team before finally moving on to Detonator. The player is definitely one of the most sought out offlaners in the Philippines after a multitude of triumphs in various tournaments across the world. He's won over $488,000 over the course of his 5-year career.
He needs more help, however, and it's coming in the void! He gets a 3-man corner, but they swap out Notel. There's all out Raven to attack into him, and Notel's so far away from the fight. The Tiny's down.
One of the players who's put Filipino Dota 2 on the map with his reliable yet effective carry play, Raven's performance has simmered down over the course of the past year. He kicked off his career when he was just 11 years old in a small cafe in the Philippines with Warcraft 3 Dota. Since then, he went from strength to strength, becoming one of the best carries in the world. As a result, he became one of the only 3 players who's managed to win WESG twice. His meteoric rise has slowed down this season. However, it won't be long before the Filipino star will be back to the forefront of Dota 2. Raven has managed to amass $576,000 as prize winnings over the course of his career. One of the most inspirational stories we've ever heard, Tim started playing Dota when he was just in grade school. He has had a meteoric rise to fame since then. He kicked off his career in Execration and then moved on to Rave. He didn't really find much success in either roster, but then he realized his potential when he joined TNC Predator, where he became one of the most feared supports in the world. It is clear that he's just beginning to hit his stride with TNC, with him being in the form of his life in the recently concluded TI9. He has won a whopping $655,000 as prize money over the course of his career. Kuku is a household name in the world of Filipino esports. He kicked off his career in Dota 2 with Mineski and announced himself on the world stage with his phenomenal Huskar.
There, Jules throws down the shallow grave. Now they'll turn, they'll look for Bulldog here in the pit. He's trying to turn and fight Kuku. S4, can he do it? Can he do it? I don't know if he can. Kuku with the armlet tumbling. S4 goes down. It's a double kill for Kuku. This man's a monster.
Which sent shivers down the spines of the best of teams. He truly became one of the faces of Filipino Dota with his time at TNC Predator. Although he's hated by many in the Chinese community thanks to his inappropriate language, he has mustered an army of Filipino fans with his carefree and lighthearted approach to life. He's earned $673,000 from Dota 2 prize winnings. DJ is Filipino esports' most talented and skilled player, and some people even call him the best support player in the world. His talents are undeniable, and his impact on the map is omnipresent regardless of whichever role or team he plays in. In his long and storied career, DJ has played in a number of different roles with some of the best players that SEA has ever seen, in various countries including South Korea, Malaysia and the Philippines. Although the Filipino support hasn't won a premier LAN event, his string of high placements has boosted him to the top of the Filipino esports world with $759,000 in prize winnings. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe for more quality Dota 2 content. Hit the bell icon so that you never miss another update from us. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.